Would it be too much to ask an individual behind the wheel of a vehicle to stop using their handheld cell phones until their final destination to greatly reduce the risk of an accident? I guarantee your answer to the question would be no. You can't justify one phone call, text, or email in exchange for serious injury or death. Yet so many Americans have the same answer and fail to abide by the common sense question. Handheld cellular phones and texting are a huge distraction, and the majority of Americans simply believe this will not happen to them because they are better drivers or they know what they're doing. Hi, my name is Will Tibbetts, and today I'm going to cover some statistics of use, handheld cell phone use while driving, texting distraction, and a tragic story of real-life victims. So what are some statistics on cell phone use while driving? 35 states have banned text messaging for all drivers, and 9 states have banned any use of handheld cell phone. In 2006, psychology professor David Strayer and Dennis Crouch, a research associate professor of pharmacology and toxicology, published a book named Human Factors, showing motorists who talked on handheld or hands-free cellular phones are as impaired as drunk driving. One of their results showed motorists who talked on either handheld or hands-free cell phones drove slightly slower, were 9% slower to hit the brakes, displayed 24% more variation in following distance as their attention switched between driving and conversing, were 19% slower to resume normal speed after braking, and were more likely to crash. 3 study participants rear-ended the pace car. All were talking on their cell phones, none were drunk. So now you know a few facts about the risk of handheld cell phones, but let's look at the distraction of text messaging in more detail. Drivers distracted from sending or receiving text messages often end up in accidents. A driver may be able to stay between the lines, but their defensive driving is greatly degraded. Texting while driving is a lethal combination that is unfair to others on the road. It should go without saying, texting while driving should be outlawed in all the United States. Now let's look at an example of distracted cell phone use. The tragic story is about a married couple that were victims of a driver using his cell phone behind the wheel. The husband and wife were riding their motorcycle when they spotted a pickup truck coming toward them. The driver had his elbows on the steering wheel and face down while he was texting on his cellular phone. The truck crossed lanes and smashed into the couple's motorcycle. The results of the crash were both motorcycle riders losing a leg and undergoing several hours of surgery. After the accident, while the husband lay on the ground, he cried out to his wife, "My leg is off." Then, noticing his wife sprawled out on the pavement, he crawled over to her. Their hope is that with stronger penalties in place, motorists will think twice before picking up the phone. As shown, there are many disadvantages to handheld cell phone use that staggers your judgment and ability to operate behind the wheel of a vehicle. Overall, the decision is yours to take proactive precautions by eliminating the use of handheld cell phone while driving. In the end, your choice may save your life or another.